What a night, ladies and gentlemen. The road to WrestleMania officially began at the 2026 Royal Rumble, and for the first time ever this iconic event came to us live from the incredible Riyadh Season Stadium in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The energy in the air was absolutely electric. Thousands of fans from around the world packed the stadium, ready for a night of unforgettable action, shocking surprises, and championship glory. The Royal Rumble match itself is, honestly, one of the most exciting concepts in all of sports entertainment. 30 superstars enter one by one, with the goal of throwing their opponents over the top rope until only one is left standing. That winner earns a championship match on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Before we even got to the Rumble matches, however, careers and championships were at stake. We saw a beloved veteran put everything on the line. We witnessed an underdog challenger try to achieve the impossible against a dominant champion. The stakes could not have been higher. This event was not just about the two Royal Rumble matches, it was about defining legacies, ending careers, and cementing a path to immortality. The superstars of WWE left everything they had in the ring, and the WWE Universe in Riyadh showed their appreciation with thunderous applause and deafening cheers all night long. It was a spectacle that truly lived up to the Royal Rumble name. The stage was set for a monumental evening. From the opening bell to the final elimination, the night was filled with drama and suspense. New stars were born, rivalries were intensified, and dreams were both realized and shattered right before our very eyes. For new fans, the Royal Rumble is the perfect introduction to the world of WWE. It's a non-stop roller coaster of emotion and physicality. Who would punch their ticket to WrestleMania? Which champion would survive the night with their title reign intact? These were the questions on everyone's mind as the show got underway in the heart of Saudi Arabia, and the answers did not disappoint. Throughout this recap, we will break down all the major moments from this historic night. We will look at the two huge Royal Rumble matches, from the surprise entrance to the dramatic final moments. We will also dissect the high-stakes singles matches that had the entire WWE Universe on the edge of their seats. We will explain who won, how they won, and what it means for their future as we head towards WrestleMania. So get ready, because we are about to relive all the action from a Royal Rumble that will be talked about for years to come. It was a night of pure, unadulterated sports entertainment. The show kicked off with the Women's Royal Rumble match, and it started with two of the biggest names in the division. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, entered at number 1, ready for a long fight. Her opponent at number 2 was the returning Alexa Bliss. The crowd erupted as these two former champions stared each other down, setting a big fight feel for the entire match. Charlotte Flair was an absolute Iron Woman in this contest. She entered first and battled for nearly an hour, showing the heart of a true champion, and eliminating several competitors along the way. She had a memorable clash with her old rival, Becky Lynch, reminding everyone of their storied history. The match was filled with memorable moments and the return of a familiar face. The WWE Universe was thrilled to see Brie Bella make her return, entering the fray and immediately making an impact. We also saw the continuation of heated rivalries, as the members of Damage C-Terrell, IYO Sky, Asuka, and their ally Julia worked together to dominate the ring. However, their alliance eventually fractured, leading to some intense confrontations between the teammates. The real story of the match, though, was the performance of the final three competitors. It came down to the ever-confident Tiffany Stratton, the incredibly athletic Sol Ruca, and the determined Liv Morgan. After Tiffany Stratton was eliminated, the match came down to a breathtaking final battle between Liv Morgan and Sol Ruca. Both superstars ended up on the ring apron, a perilous position where one wrong move means elimination. They traded strikes and attempted to push each other off, with the crowd holding its breath. It was a nail-biting conclusion that showcased the agility of Sol Ruca and the sheer grit of Liv Morgan. In the end, it was Liv's veteran instinct that made the difference. She managed to outmaneuver the rising star, sending Sol Ruca crashing to the floor to secure the victory. For Liv Morgan, this was the culmination of a long journey. After being taken out of action months ago, she returned with a new focus and a new mission: revenge. By winning her first ever Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan has now officially punched her ticket to WrestleMania. The crowd in Riyadh exploded as her music hit, and she stood in the center of the ring, overcome with emotion. She pointed to the giant WrestleMania sign, signaling her championship intentions. It was a truly unpredictable and heartwarming moment that kicked off the night in a massive way. The Liv Morgan Revenge Tour has officially begun. In one of the most anticipated matches of the evening, the phenomenal AJ Styles put his legendary WWE career on the line against the ring general Gunther. The story was simple but powerful. If AJ Styles lost, he would be forced to retire from WWE forever. The atmosphere was incredibly tense as Styles made his entrance, with the fans in Riyadh showing their respect for the future Hall of Famer. Gunther, as always, was cold, calculating, and focused on one thing: ending the career of a legend. The match that followed was a masterclass in technical wrestling and brutal physicality, a true clash of styles. The two superstars battled back and forth in a grueling contest. Gunther targeted Styles' body with his signature, bone-jarring chops, trying to wear him down. But AJ Styles, fighting with the desperation of a man whose career was on the line, refused to stay down. He fired back with his incredible high-flying offense, hitting a phenomenal forearm that nearly secured the victory. The match was a display of pure emotion and storytelling. Every near-fall had the audience gasping, hoping that Styles could somehow pull off the miracle. It was a testament to the heart and resilience of one of the greatest performers of his generation. Later in the night, the Undisputed WWE Championship was on the line as Drew McIntyre defended against the ultimate underdog, Sami Zayn. Sami had never defeated McIntyre in a one-on-one match, but he had the undeniable support of the WWE Universe in Riyadh, who chanted his name throughout the contest. Zayn fought with incredible passion, throwing everything he had at the dominant champion. He absorbed an unbelievable amount of punishment, including multiple Claymore kicks from McIntyre. Each time Zayn kicked out, the crowd grew louder, believing that an upset was possible. The drama was off the charts. Ultimately, however, the fairy tale ending was not to be for Sami Zayn. Despite his heroic effort, Drew McIntyre's power was simply too much to overcome, and the Scottish Warrior retained his championship. In the career match, the ending was even more definitive and emotional. After a long and punishing battle, Gunther locked AJ Styles in a sleeper hold. Styles fought with everything he had left, but he could not escape. He refused to tap out, instead passing out from the hold, forcing the referee to stop the match. Gunther was declared the winner, and the legendary career of AJ Styles in WWE came to an end. The crowd gave Styles a standing ovation as he slowly recovered, a respectful and emotional send-off for a true icon. The main event of the evening was the 30-man Royal Rumble match, and it was pure chaos from start to finish. The match began with the main roster debut of NXT's Oba Femi, who entered at number 1 and put on a dominant star-making performance. He looked like an absolute monster, eliminating several superstars and establishing himself as a force to be reckoned with. The match was also filled with surprises. We saw the debut of Royce Keys, another promising young talent. In a bizarre and comedic moment, two masked luchadors known as El Grande Americano entered the match, providing a moment of levity amidst the carnage. The action was non-stop, with major storylines playing out inside the ring. In a shocking moment, Braun Breaker was attacked by a mystery assailant during his entrance, preventing him from competing and leaving the WWE Universe, wondering about the attacker's identity. Old rivalries were renewed when Drew McIntyre delivered a vicious Claymore kick to Cody Rhodes, brutally eliminating the American Nightmare and costing him his chance at finishing his story. The biggest story, however, was the absolute dominance of Roman Reigns. The tribal chief entered the match and systematically dismantled everyone in his path, including his own cousins, Jey Uso, and the debuting Jacob Fatu. The match eventually came down to the final four: Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, the social media megastar Logan Paul, and the man who fought AJ Styles earlier in the night, Gunther. It was a star-studded final group, with each man having a legitimate claim to victory. Logan Paul was eliminated first, followed by a valiant Randy Orton, leaving just two men standing. It was Roman Reigns versus Gunther. The ring general, who had been in the match for a significant amount of time, put up an incredible fight against the fresh tribal chief. It was a dramatic final showdown that had the entire stadium on its feet. In the end, though, there was no stopping Roman Reigns. After a hard-fought battle on the apron, Reigns overpowered Gunther and eliminated him to win the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble. While the victory was predictable for many, it solidified Reigns' status as the biggest star in WWE. The event was a solid B-level show. It succeeded in building new stars, like Oba Femi, and giving Liv Morgan a huge, unpredictable victory. However, the predictable nature of the men's winner and the lack of major shocking returns kept it from being an all-time classic. It was an entertaining night that built a clear path to WrestleMania, but perhaps a few more surprises could have made it truly unforgettable.